What's going on, everybody? We're out here today in Clark County, and so we're doing a creekside clean out. This one's going to be a pretty cool one. You can see kind of what we're dealing with, all this stuff behind me. This is all mostly honeysuckle that we're going to be taking out. It's pretty much choked out with grapevine on top. So we're coming through and cleaning out this whole entire creekside. I'll take you, let's see here, cleaning out all this, scrubbing out around this big old Osage right here. And thankfully a pretty clean site. I walked through here early spring when things weren't as grown up and everything's real clean. But you can see we're dealing with this, dealing with this edge here. So taking everything out here, scrubbing this whole side out. You can see the creek through there. So you got a little pretty steep drop off right here that I'm not gonna be able to get the mulcher down. So we're actually gonna bring the mini in here and pretty much use it to grab everything off the edge for us that we really can't get to. So that'll work out real nice. Today I'm taking the forestry mulcher through first, getting everything scrubbed out, so the mini can come in behind me tomorrow and kind of get some actual work done, so he's not waiting on me to get stuff scrubbed out for him. So yeah, this whole unit is, I think, a total of about 1.5 acres size wise. But we're just going to be working around a bunch of stuff. We're going to be working around all these pears. Got some more Osage in here. Pretty much anything that's above 4 inches we're saving if we can. This side right here gets a little bit wider. You can see the creek line kind of down there. Again, we're going to take all this stuff off of the top and leave all the stuff on the edge of the creek for the mini, so you can grab all that out. It's just never a great idea to be mulching too close to a sheer drop off like that, especially with all the weather, all the rain we've had lately. Just never a great idea. So I'm gonna be staying probably 5 feet off of the edge and leave that all for the mini. Again, see what we're dealing with here. Some locust resprouts, some ash as well. But mostly you got like autumn olive and honeysuckle in here is what we're mostly dealing with, and some of this calorie pear. This is also invasive pear here. So this is the end of the unit here. You can see the old green behind us here. So hopefully we're not gonna be pissing off too many golfers. Let's go ahead and get started on this one. I think, well, I'm just in a really good mood. We, my wife is pregnant, and we just went for our first ultrasound the other day and found out that we're having a son. Just super pumped, not gonna lie. So yeah, just thankful for that. Just thanking the Lord for just that blessing. So we're just excited to get this one done. I think this one's going to turn out really cool. Basically, you know, they just want to be able to see the creek, because right now you really can't. And he has grandkids, and they want to be able to get down in the creek and play, and they really can't do that right now with all this invasive species around and poison ivy and all kind of nasty stuff. So again, this is one that we're going to come back through probably next spring. Probably mid-spring. We'll just see, you know, every situation is a little different, but this is getting pretty full sunlight, so we'll probably look at mid-spring herbicide treatment on this. So get this one all killed off, and we might come back through and do some little buffer strips of just some perennial wildflowers and warm teasing grass, just depending on kind of what everything looks like afterwards. This one is, again, we're dealing with some decent incline here that we just cannot get down. So thankfully we got the mini to come in here and help us out and get all this stuff ripped out of here so I can mulch it and make it look real good. So yeah, let's get started. just wanted to give a quick update on this job. You can see we kind of made it to the creek line here. So some of this stuff I just can't get down to. Most of this stuff is actually cut right here and along the edges. I tried to cut as much as I could so the mini can just come back here and just grab this stuff and pull it up for me without having to try to dig it out or anything. So this whole area is scrubbed out here. Pretty much got everything we could with the forestry mulcher. Then we'll have to drag some of this out by hand, but majority of all this the mini can come through tomorrow and grab all these for us. right, guys, we are finishing up on this one. So this little side over here ended up taking us a little bit longer just because we couldn't really reach it with the mini, so we had to do some chainsaw work over here. This is the one that's right close to the golf green over here. You can see some golfers. So we went all the way to that walnut, all the way at the end there. Got this all cleaned up and came up. You can see where it kind of stops right about here. So yeah, it's about 55 feet to the creek line. This was all honeysuckle. You can see what we left locust wise. We're able to take out a decent amount of those and leave some of these straighter ones. Cleaned around the power pole here, but this one just turned out really cool. Now they can really see the creek. They really couldn't see the creek at all. It's actually a really awesome creek. Super clear rock base. You don't see that too often around here. So yeah, this is what everything looks like afterwards. On this side, take a walk down here. Again, this was all carbides today. Still did a great job. Calorie repair, honeysuckle, just, I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of teeth you're using, it blows apart real nice. But some of this little bit more stringy stuff is, we had some elm and some hackberry that we cut. So this is the other section here. You can see we were working with a lot of little rolls on the incline, and obviously the creek edge. Got everything out with a mini. And let's see here. This is probably the steepest part of the creek right here. Was able to get all this done. And we ended up doing a little bit extra. He asked me if I could hit this fence line real quick. It only took maybe 30 minutes or so. So went ahead and cleared this area out here on these cottonwoods. And then he asked to replace this fence because it is falling apart. So we went ahead and cleaned this about 10-foot strip all the way down, as you can see there, so he can get his side-by-side back here and repair this fence. So yeah, all done with this one. We are moving on to some food plot stuff. We're gonna go ahead and get some food plots planted down on our farm down in southern Ohio. Kind of show you guys how we do that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. That definitely helps us out. It's much appreciated. So yeah, all right guys, well, we will see you on the next one. Peace.